All right, folks, I'm going to do 3 questions at once here. Question number 9 from page 281. You're given f of x is the absolute value of x minus 4. G of x equals x squared. I wasn't asked to do 9a, so I'm skipping to 9b. Find the question. It says, given h of x equals f of x plus g of x, write an explicit equation for h of x, then determine domain and range. So in other words, we just got to add these two. F of x equals this, g of x equals that. Done. We can't combine any further because of these absolute value symbols. The domain for this is x can be anything. There's nothing stopping x from being anything here. So the domain is x element of the reals, negative infinity to positive infinity. The range, I don't know, because this is a little bit different. So the range is going to be different, so I ignored it. Because if we're going to have to graph it, we don't need to do it. I do not think you get asked range questions on the exam. If you need a calculator, don't worry about it. Part C, it says d of x equals f of x minus g of x. You do the exact same thing. F of x is this, g of x is this, except we're subtracting it. We can't combine any further. Domain's the same. That was bit number 9 from page 281. Now I'm going to do 10. 10a, let me find what the question says. Use f of x equals x cubed minus x. X cubed minus x, and then g of x is 1 over x plus 3. All it wants is the domain and range. So the domain for this, negative infinity, positive infinity, it's an x cubed function, so it has this kind of shape to it. Means it's going to go forever in these directions. So domain's an element of reals, range is an element of reals. That one's straightforward. This one, a little different. 1 over x plus 3. The domain, x can be anything but negative 3. That's going to make it an impossible situation here. So you can't have negative 3. The range, I don't think they would ask you for it on the exam, but in this case, y can't be 0. What is the one thing that y can't be? Can't be 0. Okay, that's 10. Last question. Page 283, 12a and b. I was asked for, is that right? Or just 12. 12. It says, when asked to write f of x equals x squared as the quotient of two functions, a student wrote x cubed over x. Is this correct? So student wrote x cubed over x equals x squared. Really, it's it depends. So yeah, you can do this if x does not equal 0. But given the initial question, we're just given this. We're not given any restrictions, so we kind of assume x is an element of the reals. So then in that case, no, we can't have this because we're putting a restriction on it that wasn't there beforehand. So no. So part B says, well, then do it properly. Like, I'll give the exact question. If your answer to part A is no, write f of x equals x squared as a quotient of two functions. Well, here, just cancel a number. You could not have like 2 plus x squared because you can't cancel anything there. You can't cancel anything except for the whole thing. So that wouldn't work. Hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, let me know.